Long ago, in a peaceful land, there was a forest called the Forest of Life. Every morning, sunlight passed through the leaves, painting golden streaks on the ground. In the evening, the breeze softened, and the entire forest glowed with the red-orange hue of sunset. There, every creature lived in harmony. Deer, squirrels, birds, and even flowers that gently closed when night arrived. Everything moved in rhythm, as if guided by an invisible intelligence. High above the forest, a flock of pigeons flew endlessly. They had traveled over many lands, yet found no food. Their wings grew weak, and hunger dimmed their hope. The exhaustion made many begin to doubt the very journey they were on. The leader of the flock was Liora, an old pigeon with bright eyes and a gentle voice. She had led the flock through countless storms before. But youth is impatient, and a young pigeon named Tiro began to complain. "Liora, we've been flying for hours. I can't even feel my wings anymore. Maybe we're lost." Another added, "Maybe this forest has no food at all. Perhaps your wisdom is too old for today's world." Liora smiled, not with anger, but calm. She said softly, "My children, the sun still rises no matter how long the night lasts. Nature has its own rhythm, and it never forgets those who are patient. But advice is hard to accept when the stomach is empty." The young ones sighed, their faith slowly fading. Suddenly, a shout broke out. "Look, grains! Golden grains below!" They looked down and saw a clearing covered in shining grains glowing under the sun. Tiro screamed, "Finally, food at last!" They prepared to dive. But Liora spread her wings wide. "Wait, look closely. The grains are too even, too perfect, lying in the open. Nature never gives gifts so easily." But the younger birds laughed loudly. "You're just scared of everything now. Life is about seizing chances, not waiting for miracles." Liora sighed, for she knew that when greed clouds the mind, wisdom loses its voice. The flock swooped down, pecking joyfully. For a fleeting moment, hunger disappeared. Then snap! A hidden net sprang up, trapping them all. Wings flapped wildly, cries echoed through the forest. "It's a trap!" they screamed. From behind the bushes, a hunter appeared, smiling greedily. "Perfect! These fools will make me rich today." Fear spread like wildfire. One cried, "Liora was right, but we didn't listen." In the midst of panic, Liora's calm voice rose above the noise. "Don't be afraid. Alone, none of us can break free, but together, no net can hold the power of belief." One whispered, "But the net is too heavy." Liora replied, "It is heavy only if you believe you are small. When we act as one, even the wind must change its direction." Silence fell. Then Tiro spoke up. "If we fell, at least we tried. Better that than dying in fear." Liora shouted, "On my count. 1, 2, 3, fly!" Dozens of wings beat in perfect rhythm. The net shook, then slowly lifted into the air. The hunter gasped, shouting, "Impossible! My net! Flying?" But the pigeons rose higher and higher, beyond the treetops, where sunlight opened their path. The hunter's voice faded behind them. They finally reached a giant banyan tree far away. Working together, they tugged and pulled until the net slipped off. Their breaths were heavy, but their eyes glowed with light. Tero bowed his head. "Liora, we're sorry. We didn't believe you." Liora smiled gently. Every wound can become a lesson if we dare to look at it. Today, you've learned two truths. First, wisdom is not fear. It is the light that helps you see through darkness. Second, true strength doesn't come from wings, but from unity. The flock fell silent. The wind whispered through the leaves like a blessing. From that day, they didn't just survive. They awakened. Because sometimes God doesn't send miracles from above. He sends someone who sees farther than we do. And when we learn to listen, life always finds a way to free us from the traps our own impatience creates.